Hi class, in this video I just wanted to go over some of the file structure of your computer. So basically how to download images directly from Canvas and where to save them and where to create the folders and how to find your folders and images using Bridge, because we are using Bridge to view our images. So it's very important that you get that workflow going for yourself. So let's get to it. As you can see, this is my desktop. There's not a whole lot on it. So first thing I want to do is decide where am I going to create a folder for all of our class content, meaning where are the images going to be downloaded directly from our lessons in Canvas? Where are they going? So I will go ahead and open up my Finder. So I'm on a Mac. I will open up my Finder. Oops, open up on the wrong screen. Okay, so this is my Finder. On PC, you will have an Explorer. Okay, so I personally like to view my images in column views. So this is my column on the left, another column, and another column, and another column if I go through the folders. So for example, if I click on this folder, I see the images. If I click on an image, I see the image. Now, you can also view things by like thumbnails, like so. You can do that by lists, by columns, as I like them, or by this kind of hybrid view where it kind of gives you a slideshow, which I'm not a big fan of, but that's up to you. It does give you kind of all the information there. So now some of you may not see the pictures folder on the column view, or you may not see some of these shortcuts. So you have a couple of choices. You can either go to your user, okay, so this is my user, the little home, and you can get your pictures folder right in there. Again, I'm in column view. Or you can go to your downloads, or you can go to your documents, and so on. If you would like to see your shortcuts, like I do, you will need to go into the Finder, Preferences, and you will need to go to the sidebar and turn on all the different shortcuts that you want to see. So for example, I don't really need to see my music because I don't really use music on this computer or whatnot, okay? So you can close that up, and then you're going to decide where are you going to create this particular folder for our class. Again, I strongly suggest that you guys create it either in the pictures folder or in the documents folder if you like. Please do not create this folder on the desktop. See, I have all these folders on the desktop. That's a bad thing. You shouldn't have this many folders on the desktop. It is a resource that pulls from your system resources, and so things will work very slow if these folders contain actually a lot of data. In my case, these folders actually don't contain a whole lot of data, but not a good idea to keep folders on the desktop. That's why we have a pictures folder, or we have documents folder, and so on. So I would suggest you do one of the two, pictures or documents. I'm going to put it inside my pictures folder. So I'm going to create a new folder by going to the little gear, new folder, and I'm going to name it with the class name SMC P39 Fall 2021. This is the folder where everything is going to go from this point on. Okay, so now we're ready to open up Canvas. So log in into your Canvas, go to your home page, and here you will see the different weeks that we're going to be covering. Now you can view it in the button view, or you can also view it in the module view. I'm going to go from the button view, and let's say I'm going to go to week 3 lesson. So this brings up week 3 and brings up all the lessons. I'm going to go ahead and click on week 3 clone stamp video. Inside that, I have the instructions of what we're going to be doing, and there will be a link. Download the images to practice along. I'm going to go ahead and click on that link. This is going to open up my Dropbox that I'm sharing with you guys. So there's no need to double click on this folder to open it up, but if you did, just go back, because you don't need to see these pictures individually. You need to download the whole entire folder. So go back. So here's my folder. On the upper right area right here, you will see a button that will say download. Click on it. It will give you a choice of direct download, save to my Dropbox. I don't think it's a good idea to save to your Dropbox. You want to actually download them to a specific location. So click on direct download. Opens up a directory as to where you want to save them. So remember, we created this SMC folder, but if you don't see it for whatever reason, go to your pictures folder, or you might have to go to your user folder, then into your pictures folder, then scroll to wherever this folder has been created. So here it is, SMC P39 for fall 2021. I'm going to go ahead and download it, or click save. Okay, I think it's saved, so I'm going to go ahead and open up my Finder, or my Happy Face as I call it, and here we are. It actually opened up inside my pictures, SMC P39, and there is the zipped folder. Now, some systems unzip the folder automatically and some don't. So you will, if you don't see the actual folder, but you see it in the zip format with a little zipper, double click on it, and there is your folder. Okay, so the next step, we need to open up our Bridge application. So the Bridge application can be located in 3 different places. Okay, you might have already put it in your dock. It might be in the dock. If it is, fantastic. If it isn't, no worries. You can either click on the little cloud option, which went to the wrong screen. Okay, you can click on the cloud version option, and there you will see a list of all the Adobe applications. So here's my Bridge. I could click open here. I could do that. Or I could navigate to my applications, and if you don't see your applications, click on your computer hard drive and you will see applications there. And there, if you look very carefully, there's a folder called Adobe Bridge. Here's the Bridge application. I could click on it and drag it right on top of the dock, so it will always stay in the dock. Or I could double click here to launch the application. And once it's launched, I will look down at the dock and there it is. And then I can click on the dock. Basically, I'm going to click hold. I'm going to choose options, keep in dock. And I personally like my Bridge to be next door to my Photoshop, so I'm going to put it right over here. So I basically clicked on it, hold the mouse down, just drag it wherever you want inside the dock. So here is my Bridge. Now, obviously, I'm not seeing the images for our practice files, so you could either navigate through here and try to find them, or you can close the window of the Bridge. Here is your system finder. I'm going to go to Pictures. I'm going to go to SMC folder, and I can literally click and hold this folder and drag it and drop it right on top of Bridge, and then double click on the folder, and here are all my images for our assignment or for our practice lesson. Okay, now I could just double click on the image here, but sometimes the Bridge is associated with a different application, and it may open up something like the viewer or some other application. So if it does, then what you can do is click on this image and literally just drop it on top of Photoshop this time instead of Bridge. I was going to drop it on Bridge. No, drop it on Photoshop. Photoshop will start bouncing, and you will see the image and you're ready to work with it. Okay, so I do want you guys to use the Bridge to locate your files, because it's much easier to find your files and to view them and to see what you want to work on. They're all right there, and if there's a lot of files, it's definitely a lot easier to navigate through as a viewer. So I hope that explained the folder hierarchy, and I hope that explained on how to use the bridge for viewing our images.